April's edition of Bourbon Bite Size Learning Cooking Through the Calendar. We have a yummy recipe for you again this month.
This is one of them we've been looking forward to.
Yeah.
Because it just has so many options of what you could do with it,
Yeah.
plus yummy, so.
Yeah. So this is a lemon broccoli pasta. So that's the original recipe. And then as we go through, we'll kind of maybe tell you some of the substitutions that you can make to tailor it to your family's preferences. And we already have gotten started. So I have a pot of boiling water on the stove, and I have microwaved our frozen broccoli for about 5 minutes. And then we're gonna get that going in our skillet. All right, so we've got our broccoli out of the microwave, and we're gonna go on and I think add some oil into our skillet. So we got 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Just give that a second to warm up a little bit. So our oil is nice and heated. Our pasta water is boiling. So we're gonna go on and put our pasta in there and cook it. We just kind of want to cook it till al dente. We don't want it to get too soft and squishy.
All of it?
All of it. So 16 ounce, and we're using a whole wheat pasta, and you can get whatever shape and size you like. So while that cooks, we're gonna go on and put our broccoli. This is just a 12-ounce bag of frozen broccoli. Sorry. We're just gonna cook this for about 5 minutes until that broccoli is completely nice and thawed. So our broccoli has been sizzling away here while our pasta has been cooking. So now it's time to drain the pasta, and make sure when you do that, you reserve 1 cup of the pasta water, because we're gonna add it back in there. This kind of helps everybody blend together a little bit better.
Ready to go?
It's ready to go. Put our pasta in there. All right. Now our pasta is added in. We have our lemon juice that we're gonna add in. This just is a very springy recipe. You've got lemon zest we're gonna add in. Just the zest of 1 lemon. And then you can use real garlic if you want to. Just did the garlic powder option here. And we're gonna add the cup of pasta water. And then we're gonna add in our spinach. So everybody kind of goes in here together.
It's always a good idea, any kind of pasta you make, to keep a little bit of the water that you cooked it in case you need to put some moisture back in, because you got all those nutrients in that water. That is very helpful. And I was interesting to note in our notes about this particular recipe, the lemon broccoli pasta, about pastas. There's over 600 different shapes in the world of pasta. That's a lot of different shapes.
A lot of different.
And you know what the favorite in America is?
Macaroni?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti, yeah.
Spaghetti. I thought it was macaroni too, but
Yeah. Spaghetti.
Yeah,
All right, so we're gonna dump in our spinach as well.
Okay.
So this is 2 cups of spinach. Now it looks like a lot, but it's gonna wilt down to hardly anything.
Anytime you're working with spinach, it looks that, or any kind of like lettuce. When I'm
Yeah.
making wilted lettuce, I love wilted lettuce,
Yeah.
but it looks like, oh, it's heaping, it's never going to go down. And every time I think, oh, this is the time it's not. But it always does.
All those leafy greens are,
All that good, all those vitamins. Oh,
Mhm.
vitamin A is.
yeah. This recipe is full of nutrients and 7 grams of fiber, which is like 25% of your daily needs. So if that's something you struggle with, this might be a good recipe to try.
Right.
With the whole wheat pasta and all those veggies in there.
I think of all the things you could add to it, and it just increase the nutritional value of it. I mean, if you
Yeah.
wanted to add a protein or
Oh yeah, so some chopped leftover chicken or a rotisserie chicken chopped up, or tuna or shrimp.
Well, that sounds good. I hadn't thought about shrimp, but that sounds really good.
And then you can even add more veggies. You know, in the summertime, you're always looking to something for zucchini. So this would be a great thing to add some zucchini to, or even some fresh peas in there.
And sometimes you just have that little bit left that you don't want to throw away, so you stick it in the refrigerator. But it's never enough to really put out for a meal. But this would be, you could add anything, peas, anything to this.
So just so you're healthy. So it's reading also. So here's your all's question. I'm going to give you a little quiz.
Okay.
And so I want you to put your comments or your answer in the comments. Okay? What was the first country that had pasta? No cheating. So no looking this up. So what was the first country that had pasta? Okay? So.
I've got one too.
Oh.
And I might give it to you as an assignment.
Ooh.
We're testing you all. We need to know that we need some feedback of how you're using the recipes and some of the information. But I want to know who's credited for bringing pasta here to the United States, to America. I will give you a hint. He was a president.
And I think I know the answer to this, and I've not even looked it up.
I tried to give a hint to help you.
One I'm thinking of, he actually brought a lot of different food items to America. He was a traveler and
a little bit of a farmer too.
Yeah, a lot of farmer.
Oh, Casey, that looks so good.
You know, it smells just so fresh and it serves a lot too.
So we've got in our pasta, we've got our broccoli, we've got our lemon zest, the juice of a lemon, olive oil, we use that in the beginning, our garlic powder, 2 cups of spinach, and only left is our Parmesan cheese.
Yep, and then we just have some salt and pepper for taste, and that's it. So I think this is a pretty pantry staple friendly, you know, other than a little bit of fresh vegetables. But everything else is a pretty economical recipe too.
Probably wouldn't require a trip to the grocery, special trip to the grocery.
Yeah. It's one of these things, you know, you might have on hand, or
I think the spinach is the only thing that I would have to go get right now.
maybe, Who doesn't have a frozen thing of broccoli in their fridge? Just, you know, hanging out.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yummy.
Now, I think comes everybody's favorite part, the cheese. So I have a cup of some Parmesan cheese. Now, I did go the little extra step and do some freshly grated Parmesan cheese, but
I love freshly grated Parmesan. That is just, there's no comparison to that dry stuff that my mother loves.
you know, there's a time and a place for that.
It is. This,
Just gives that kind of creaminess to the dish. Jumper.
that just changed the appearance completely, especially of the spinach. Of course, the spinach is cooking down, and
It is, yeah.
I don't know if we talked about, there's a lot of vitamin A in there.
But look at that. Looks so yummy.
Of course, I eat with my eyes, so if that looks yummy, it's gonna probably be yummy.
Probably tastes really yummy too. All right, so we're gonna turn this down. Just kind of let it hang out for another about 3 to 5 minutes and let everybody kind of come together. All the flavors just, you know, introduce themselves to each other.
Yeah.
All right.
You could eat that all by itself or as a side. You got all kinds of opportunities.
I know,
Main dish, side dish.
Yeah, great lunch option. Maybe you're doing a little meal prep for the week and need a little lunch.
And that lemon zest and that lemon juice will add just the right amount of perk to the flavor, I think.
Yeah. So give this one a try. Let us know what you think about it. And don't forget that question.
We have 2 questions.
Yeah.
We're going to be looking for the answers.
Yeah, so let us know. And I guess that's it for April's recipe. Pretty simple and easy and very nutrient dense. So let us know what you think, and we'll see you in May.
May, we're having pancakes, banana pancakes. So
Yum.
I always like pancakes for breakfast, lunch, dinner, whenever you want,
Anytime.
especially with bananas in it.
Yes,
So-
absolutely.
So we'll see you in Mayflowers and Derby. Oh,
Yeah.
Derby breakfast.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Bye.